Good morning. I actually don't feel like working out here. So I just told myself I was going to come chill, take some pictures. I was like, oh, I guess I could do a YouTube video and maybe get inspired to work. So this is my side yard. This is the mess. We're doing some work in the house. But along the fence, there's comfrey and blackberries, and the blackberries are actually fruiting. Get closer. You can see them there. And then my dog dug up two of the blueberries. So they're not positioned where I had them initially, but he totally mixed up soils. So we're going to try it there. And actually where he is now, I think I'm going to take a rosemary that's in that bed behind him, or where he was, and put it in this space. But I definitely need to fence it off before I do that. So what I'm juiced about this pineapple guava is technically it's not supposed to last through winters in this area, but I mounded up a ton of leaves around it, and it survived the winter. And so I guess that's going to be my attempt at doing it every winter, is just mulching heavily around it. Then we have comfrey, and I had a fig, but I don't think it's going to grow, which is why I think I'm going to just put the rosemary there. And then in this bed, there's a rosemary in there. That's the one I'm thinking about moving because it's way overcrowded in here. And the comfrey, I knew comfrey grows huge, but I didn't think I planted it this far into the bed, but apparently I did. So yeah. And I forget what this perennial, everything in here is supposed to be perennials for the most part. And I have a few annual. Actually, I think the only thing I did was bulb onions as an annual. Anyway, I forget what that plant is, but I started it from a cutting, and I'm waiting for it to bloom so then I can figure out what it is I planted, but I do know it's a perennial. And then in this bed, there's comfrey. So I kind of tried to use comfrey as a border, and maybe one day I'll do a video about comfrey and why I need a bunch of it. But it's basically fertilizer, fodder, and medicine. I made comfrey salves. So anyway, this is hibiscus, and there's a couple different sages, and then there's a fig tree, which looks like it's trying to be a fig bush that I'm super amped about. And so that'll give it height. Last year along the fence we had on the inside of the fence we had lemongrass, and it overwintered for 2 years, but it just did not survive this past winter. And then this beautiful sunflower is a volunteer, and it's mixed with all kind of other plants. This bed has like oregano, sage, thyme. There's a little bit of everything in it. And a hibiscus in the back that isn't doing as well, but it's also more shaded. But it's still growing, and I think it'll be beautiful. And then, as you can see, like I have some onions planted sporadically in there because I have some left over. And then this bed, this is a dark night. I think it's caryopsis, but it's, it has cute little purple flowers. And then sages. And then over there, my Turk's cap is growing back, but the rest of that is just weeds. But I want to put more stuff over there, just like I'm going to put more stuff along the inside of the fence. But I want it to be packed densely with perennials, some edible, some just for beauty. And then this is frostweed over here. So this is our side yard. And obviously that's the pathway. So, yay. This is a bed surrounding our front porch. It doesn't get much sun, and it doesn't actually get much water either, but we've had a really wet year. So it's gotten more water than normal. But this has mints, comfreys, oregano, thyme, parsley. The parsley is actually going to seed, so I'm gonna try to save seed from that. And then it has these garlic. So I was processing garlic on the front porch, and when I got done, I just dumped everything, chop and drop type thing, into the front bed, and some of the garlic decided to start growing, and so I just left it. And so that's the bed around our porch, which leads to out here. Due to some other stuff we have going, I don't have as much planted in our front garden bed, but there is some stuff. I need to mulch the pathways because we got all kind of weeds growing, because yeah, we just need to do it. So these are peas. What I'm like excited about for these peas is our 3rd year with these peas. They've all been like, I bought the seed one year, and then every year I've been saving seed and replanting. And so yeah, but this bed is pretty empty. But obviously some lettuces and cabbages. And this bed is sage that's flowering, artichokes, carrots. I think I have some borage in there, cabbage, beets down there. I think that was a volunteer tomato plant down there. Yeah. And then this one, volunteer sunflower. Actually, every sunflower you see this year is a volunteer. I didn't even bother to plant any of the ones that I had wanted intentionally. But yeah, I'm not gonna go through each bed because that will take forever. But this is our front bed that's pretty much doing its thing. And then way over yonder is the beginning of our orchard. And oh, I should go outside, huh? But these are mint and lemon balm. Yeah, so that's cilantro going to seed. And the project that I need to be working on, that I should be out here working on, is taking down that old chicken run. That's what I'm trying to get inspired to do, because I built a new coop in the back, and I'm going to take this structure down and move it to the back. So yeah, you can see the new one back there. So this structure is going to be relocated to back there. Oh, I stopped right at the watermelon patch. So this is our watermelon patch area over here, and you can see the plants are still itty bitty. And yeah, so that's it. So these will be watermelons. And like I said, over there is our orchard. Peaches, plums, pear. I have a pear tree that I ran over that's actually doing really well considering that I tried to murder it. We have mulberries, elderberries, and back there, actually, let me go back there. Oh, and this area right here is going to be an annual garden bed over here. So this is a project that I started on. I don't actually know when I'm going to finish. Probably not until midsummer, just because life is calling my attention to do other things. And along the fence are blackberries. I planted some bay leaves over there. Yeah. Let me turn this off and I'll walk over to the first few trees that we planted. So this is our orchard. Believe it or not, this used to be covered in wood chips, but due to, I guess, neglect, you know, the grasses and the dock and everything else kind of grew it, and now we just mow it. One day I will probably mulch it again, but I'm not sure. Eventually this whole area will be an orchard, and so it probably will mulch it again. Honestly, I'm not sure. We're gonna see how it goes, but these have never been watered. They're not on the irrigation system. I shouldn't say they've never been watered. They've only been watered from rain. And they're doing well. As you can see, we have apples and peaches and plums and mulberries. We have one apricot tree over there. And that's it. So this is the first attempt at an orchard, and then we're trying to extend it all the way up to the fence. But as you can see, we have a lot of space that we still need to fill in. Gotta finish fencing. Just, work. And then there go my homie. He's usually the one out here with me the most.